On today's video, we are just going to discuss about the rise and fall of Layman Brothers. I think all of you have heard this company name. Okay, now I think we are just going to discuss about this. For more than 150 years, Lehman Brothers was the one of the most powerful financial institution in the whole world. Also, it was founded in 1850. The firm grew into major global investment bank involved in trading, investing, or investment management and financial service. In early 2000, Lehman Brothers was deeply involved in rapidly expanding its housing finance market in the United States. Okay, and rapid growth in the housing market. Okay, now during early 2000 housing boom, Lehman Brothers aggressively invested in mortgage backed securities. These financial products were created by bonding the thousands of home loans together and selling them to the investor. The housing market appeared strong, and rising home prices created the illusion that these investments were safe and highly profitable. Okay, and the excessive risk taking now it has taken the very excessive risks. Lehman Brothers took an enormous financial risk by heavily investing in subprime mortgage loan given to the borrower with weaker credit history. Also, the bank used the large amount of borrowed money to amplify profit strategy known as a leverage. Also, while these increase the return within the housing boom, it also made the company extremely vulnerable if the housing prices fell. Okay, so the housing market collapsed. The turning point came when the United States housing bubble began to burst around 2007. Housing prices started falling, and many hometowns could no longer repay their loan as the mortgage default increased and the value of mortgage backed securities collapsed and caused a huge loss for the financial institution. Also, now loss of investor confidence also as the Lehman Brothers grew, investor and the banks began losing confidence in the company. Financial institutions rely heavily on trust and access to the short-term funding. Once the lender fear the Lehman might fail, they stop providing credit also, creating a severe liquidity crisis over there. Then government refusal for the bailout. Okay, during this financial crisis, U.S. government rescued the various financial institutions to prevent the systemic collapse. However, the Lehman Brothers was not rescued. In September 2008, the firm filed for the bankruptcy and making the largest bankruptcy in U.S. history and major movement in global financial crisis also. Then global economic shock. The collapse of Lehman Brothers triggered the panic across the global financial market also. Stock market crashed. The bank became cautious about lending also, and the old economy entered into the severe recession, and the failure exposed the deep weakness into the global financial system. So that the collapse of Lehman Brothers, the 2008 financial crisis was also happened at this that time. Okay, and at last there is the final lesson. The Lehman Brothers didn't collapse overnight. Its downfall resulted from excessive risk taking, heavy reliance on borrowed money, and overconfidence in a booming housing market. The history demonstrated how financial institution can become dangerously unstable when growth is driven by risky speculation rather than the sustainable economic fundamental also. So Lehman Brothers was the major example how the global financial crisis was happened, and how the unwanted mortgage for the creditors who have very low score, they provided such kind of a loan for them so that uh, they couldn't repay the mortgage, so that The financial crisis was occurred at that time, and one of the most well-reputed financial institution was collapsed. Okay, so hope all of you understand my point and what I'm saying you about. Okay, have a great day. This much for today.